Brago.
Say!
We are back to discuss one of our favorite topics in One Piece. I've talked about it. You've talked about it. You guys, I bet, have talked about it. But we're going to be sitting down and yapping about
TV reviews! Oh.
Impel Down, Breakout numero dos.
Okay.
How do you feel about all the boys busting out your Doflamingos, your kings, queens, your skinny buff Weevils, Senor Pink, Bon Clay? How would you like these guys out back into society again? If you're a regular One Piece guy, a civilian, that is the worst day of your life. But for us, people who don't live in that verse, that would be epic. What do you say?
I'm all down for all the guys busting out. I think ultimately what I would like if somebody busts out and they change their life. Like they get out of Impel Down, they're like, this life isn't for me.
Like Bellamy?
Yeah. Right? Like one of them busts out and they're like, I just want to own like a farm, you know? Like this life, it doesn't work for me.
They got rehabilitated?
Yeah, like I don't like it here. This isn't fun. You know, I've had my time. I just want to retire. Who is most likely to retire out of all those guys?
Dellinger.
You think so? Dellinger seems unhinged. He was fighting in heels.
I could see Dellinger, because remember, Dellinger is a half fishman. I could see him jumping into the water and just having fun.
Just living life?
Yeah, like maybe he swims by a school of fish and he's like, blub, blub, blub. And they're like, blub, blub, blub. And then he just opens up a fish school.
Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is cool, man. Like, I never hopped in the water before, but here we go.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Dillinger. I think Senor Pink even remarries. Yeah?
I don't think he remarries.
You can find love again. Nothing wrong with marrying again.
Is his wife even dead?
I don't know.
Like, we don't know if his wife is dead. I like to imagine she's still alive. Maybe this is when he finally turns towards honest work.
You don't think less baby is honest work?
No.
Why do you hate Senor Pink, Sai?
I love Senor Pink.
I think it's time to get to the bottom of it.
I just think his fit's not the best, but low be it for me to say that. I like the lore behind the baby outfit, but it's just like,
I like the suit more.
Change into the baby outfit whenever you visit your wife. When you're out and about with the boys in town, just wear a suit, man. You don't have to just wear one outfit for like the next month. You can change.
I think it's for her honor, right? So it's like, it's almost like wearing the ring, the wedding ring. Like, wear the wedding ring.
Okay,
the wedding ring
but
around
Senor
her,
Pink is also around like 50 women at any given point in time.
He can't help it.
You could have fooled me if he had a wife.
That's just aura, man. It's not
aura.
like he's pulling him. They're just attracted to him.
You're right. They're like, oh, he's hard-boiled. Yeah, they go to him.
Hard-boiled.
I'm sorry.
I think it's something about being able to wear that and still be confident and still pull all the women that he pulls. Hard-boiled. I almost got that tatted on me.
You know, I will admit, Senor Pink looks like one of the most realistic One Piece characters out there. Like, I could see a Senor Pink in real life.
Would you ever cosplay Senor Pink?
Personally, no.
What about Mont Dior?
Mont Dior.
What would be the worst cosplay?
I do like clowns.
Well, what would be the worst cosplay for you? Mont Dior or Senor Pink?
Senor Pink.
Okay, because Mont Dior, you'd have to have hips now. So you have to have like a hip.
I'm fine with that.
Some wide hips walking around.
Yeah, I'd rather look like Mont Dior than Senor Pink with like the diaper on. Because you gotta remember, Senor Pink doesn't have pants on. He has a diaper, and that's it.
I think you just gotta have like some, like custom diaper pants, and you're good. But then if you've been making gains, oh my god.
And then what if you accidentally poop yourself because you have a diaper on too? It just sends you back to like year one of your entire life. You're like, oh god.
Then you're fine. When's the last time you could pee or poop without any qualms, just sitting where you are? It'd probably be an amazing experience.
I don't know if I'd like that, man.
You don't know.
No, I think I know.
Babies seem to have an amazing time when they shit themselves.
Yeah, but babies have an amazing time doing anything.
Yeah.
You could literally jangle keys in front of a baby and they're going to be living life, dude.
Baby, sigh.
So this brings us to something really big. The elephant in the room, or should we say former elephant in the room, Weevil. Last we saw, he was defending Whitebeard's hometown. Because, you know, believe it or not, he does love his dad. Which is odd to say, because we don't even know their real relationship. 95% sure he's just a clone. Because of his balking and their connection to Vegapunk, blah, blah, blah.
Stole his semen.
Yeah, stole his semen and created this monstrosity. Of course, Weevil doesn't look anything like Whitebeard. Kizaru vouched and said that he has the strength of a young Whitebeard, though. Pretty crazy tax. So, yeah, we don't know what that means. Like, is it before or after Delford? I have no idea. Thank you, Kizaru.
How young?
He fought Admiral Green Bull, Aramaki, Ryokugyu, and we know that Green Bull is known for liposuction. He can suck the nutrients out of your body and make you skinny. We saw that with Raizo, Shinobu, and it's like, yo, next time we see Weevil, is he going to be a Chad? He's going to be a monster. Will he look more like Whitebeard now that he has, transformed? And keep in mind, the One Piece editors said, Oda, this character is disgusting. Why did you bring him in here? Oda told them his plans for Weevil in the future, and the editors said, Oda, this is a great idea. So Oda is cooking something up with Weevil. Keep in mind that conversation was like 9 years ago, blah, blah, blah. But I think, we could be onto something here with a young, good-looking Weevil. And keep in mind, too, Weevils are beetles, and beetles eventually shed their skin and reveal a brand new one underneath. Maybe that's a hint.
You had me for a while, and then...
That was all factual, by the way.
All factual.
All factual.
But you know what? What brought me back was when you said Oda's editors was like, hey, why did you bring him back? And Oda revealed the plan, and the editor was like, ha, good job.
Good one, Oda.
I feel like the editor would have been like, if Oda was like, well, I'm going to kill Weevil tomorrow. Good one. Well, I'm going to save him for the next Marineford. Good one. Well, he's like,
yeah,
no matter
they can't really say no, to be fair.
Good one. So, I don't know, Sai. I don't know. Is this a good one? Or
Oda,
is Weevil cooked?
What are you drinking today? Coke. Good one.
Good one. Good one,
Oda sensei.
I mean, people have been complaining that the editors have been become too yes-man-y, you know?
I mean...
Because this Oda's like a living legend at this point.
Everybody's a yes man to their boss, which, I can't blame the editors for, like, doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like, I don't want to get fired.
If you get fired, dude, good luck finding another job out there. You're probably going to be blacklisted.
Yeah, Oda fired you? What did you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those where Oda, on the interview when they're trying to get into the job, after they get the job, there's a conversation. Oda's like, I want you to hold me accountable. I want you to tell me when I'm wrong. And then that is like, oh, okay, I feel empowered. Oda said he wants me to tell him when he's wrong. And then during Elbaf, Oda draws something, and the editor's like, but Oda, he's like, shut the fuck up, you don't tell me what to do.
Get out of the room.
And since then, it's like, hey, Oda, good one. So, I like the Elbaf or the Weevil idea about him coming back as a Chad, because Oda's done it before. We changed the appearance of people. But we have a factual, in-canon way for it to happen, and we know they interacted. But didn't Shinobu get all the weight back already?
Yeah, but Shinobu doesn't care, though. Yeah, I think she's talked about her plumpness before, so it's like, yeah, Shinobu's just chilling, dude. Weevil, though, maybe he wants to lock in a little bit more. Maybe he sees the body, and he sees his dad, and he's like, whoa, I look like my dad now.
I look just like him. Yeah, I can see that.
Is that like an Australian accent? What was that?
I'm not sure. I think I was like a Ninja Turtle.
Can you do it again?
Whoa, look just like him.
I don't know what Ninja Turtle that would be. It doesn't sound like any single one of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a Power Ranger.
I could see Power Rangers.
I've been consuming, not intentionally, but I watched a Power Ranger video, and then all of a sudden it just keeps happening. Just so many recommendations.
Oh my God. That happened to me the other day, and I just had to reset my algorithm pretty much.
It was like I did not know it was such like an amazing, just prosperous YouTube space for Power Rangers. Like it's a
Super
lot of Power
Sentai
Rangers
Warriors,
content.
yeah.
It is insane. I was like, what the hell?
They're everywhere, man.
They're talking about crossovers and like all these different Rangers. Just like, yo, Rangers that gave up powers. I'm like, let me see. What Rangers gave up their powers?
And there's so many villains, too.
So many.
So many.
So many.
I remember about Garling a long time ago. And one of the main things was that there was like a Power Rangers villain who just had a crescent moon head. I was like, yo, this could be Garling's inspiration.
I'm trying to remember that villain. But like again, I think after the Mighty Morphin era, they just tried like every single season felt like it was like a different villain.
So Weevil, if he does get slimmed down, do you think that would lend more credence to him being as strong as a young Whitebeard? Like, now that he looks like it?
Yes, I think now Oda could bring out his full potential. Just play with it, play with the whole aesthetic. But it's tough because we just did a list. We didn't even think of Weevil on said list.
I don't know if he'd make it onto the list. Like a power scaling list yet. Because this is an unknown realm.
Before Green Bull, I think he was on the list.
Yeah, and now that he lost the Green Bull, it's like, maybe he's off for a little bit.
Yeah, because Green Bull was relatively okay after it. But more than likely what happened, he was like, don't destroy everything here. I'll go with you. I don't want to destroy my dad's territory.
Yeah, good
like,
guy Weevil.
Right? Trying to redeem himself. So I think that's such a huge like thing to heap on a character, say the strength of a young Whitebeard. So,
and that's from Kizaru. It's not like, some random Marine said this. Like, I'm in Dressrosa right now, and I'll never forget the guy who said, "Oh, rumor has it, King Elizabello, his king's punch can take down any emperor in a single blow." Remember that?
Nasty.
That's some crazy hype, dude. Do you think he could do it though? If it landed?
No.
I was looking at the punch. When he throws the punch, you do see like the black and red lightning. That's like, holy crap! Like it's crazy. And then like
if they decided
the
not to
air
defend
shatters
themselves
too. Kind of like it was like Whitebeard's fruit on top of that. I was like,
if the Yonko decided not to defend themselves.
Yeah, like let's say Shanks just like poses up, no defense, no nothing. King's punch. Would that take Shanks down?
It would. Shanks was getting hurt by the randoms in Film Red. Nice. So crazy. Yeah, if he doesn't defend himself, sure, the King's punch could take him down.
Yeah, sure. Shout out to Elizabella, man. Crazy.
I don't know. I don't give a lot of credence to like a lot of the over the top achievements and hype that Oda does.
I wonder if even Oda believed that back in the day when he said that line.
Yeah, like I think Oda just like everything is kind of hyped up to all hell, but like it's kind of a truth behind it as well. Like, Black Blades and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, yeah, I mean, with all these Impel Down Breakout characters, like, do you think they'll just end up with Cross Guild, or do you think they're just going to do their own thing still?
What I would really like is Cross Guild is the obvious thing. Like, we all just go to Cross Guild. We form one major fleet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's throw it on his head. They go to Cross Guild. They have a conversation, and they're like, fuck you. We're not going to work with you guys. We're going to form our own organization.
Oh, the Nox Guild.
Something new with Dofi, with Weevil. But the thing is, they don't have anyone in the level of Mihawk. It's kind of like, all right, well, who leads them?
Yeah.
Then I thought of someone. That
Bonquay?
No, someone better.
Magellan.
Somebody that has a route or a role to play in the future, but maybe has to find himself first. A lot of potential. A king. A monster. You know what I'm talking about?
King the Wildfire.
Katakuri.
No. Why? He's not even at Impel Down.
Yeah, he's not.
So why would they join Katakuri?
Because he joins them. He leads them. He comes with his sombrero, And he's like,
why would he leave the Big Mom family, Brago?
because they vote Perospero in because he bribed them.
Not even
Perispero's
Katakuri
not a
cared
leader.
about who was captain, though. Like, he gave no qualms about it.
Him and Brule leave and they join Nox Guild.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. Yeah, I think you might be
So
alone.
I feel like I'm starting to feel it, Ty.
Feel what?
The Katakuri hate. It's boiling
now?
over at this point. No,
I was about to say, like,
been happening.
I feel like it's been pretty apparent, but
it's been happening, but now it's pretty apparent.
it's like the Lion King, right? Like, eventually you're like, wait a minute.
Eventually, I figured it out. Like, yo,
Wait a minute.
my guy
Sai
doesn't
wasn't
get any
that
props from
happy
Sai.
about
What's going
Lion
on?
King.
God, like you hate Black Panther because it's the same story.
No, I like Black Panther. I never watched Wakanda Forever, though, but
How you like Black Panther and hate Lion King? It's the same story.
I don't know. The lions of Lion King are just,
They're just too cute.
I also don't like the setting. I think that's another thing. It was all deserty.
Ty does not like Africa. Interesting. All right.
The entire continent. The entire continent. No. Get away
It's
from me.
Africa. It's like, I just like the setting. I hate Africa.
That's so funny.
I like Wakanda.
Something
It was
about
new,
Madagascar.
fresh.
Oh my god.
That's
No,
crazy.
like, okay. I get what you mean, though, right? Like, not about Africa, but about how it's too obvious that everybody's gonna go to Cross Guild. Like, yeah, like,
Yeah, I think
Weevil
so.
goes, Dofi goes, they all go. Like, it's obvious, but I don't know where else they'd go. Like, minus, like, starting their own guild with Katakuri.
I don't know. I think it's too many of them for Cross Guild, I think. Because then Cross Guild becomes this like kind of overwhelming force, no? If they add all those characters.
They kind of need it, though. Like, looking at who they're up against, like, the Shankses with their fleet, Luffy, his fleet. Like, there's so many fleets
King,
out there.
Dofi, Senor Pink, Weevil.
Oh, I wouldn't add
Queen.
King. I think
you're not
King's
adding
going to
King.
do his own thing. And Queen, too.
Okay.
I think Queen goes to Neo-Mads, and I think King goes his own way for a little bit until he finds Kaido or Joy Boy.
Does he still wear the leather mask?
No. I think the days of being a gimp are over.
Does he cut his hair? Get a buzz cut?
I hope not. I like his hair.
I think it's just like, so he's not recognized, you know? What does he do?
Maybe he does
Does
what
he-
Jesus Burgess did back in Dressrosa.
Put a mask on.
Happy store.
I can see a different type of mask though. With like maybe he's like a Scopper Gaban. Like that type of hat. Like a little mask. Like a wandering Ronin.
Scupper didn't have a mask on. He just had a giant hat. And for some
just a
reason,
hat.
Oda just only showed us the back of his head.
That's it. I think King could do the same thing. Gets rid of that fit. I know he's hot. Get out of that. Get something more comfortable.
Oh my god,
Right?
he's gonna be like Marco. He's gonna get the Marco fit.
I
Just
could
like
not see King in a fit like that. That would
Button
be
up
atrocious.
t-shirt, jeans, yeah. You can't see him in a fit like that.
No.
He's got to relax someday, you know?
I think more big baggy clothing, something loose, something chill. But then he has wings, so
We
a
don't really
wing.
factor the wings into the equation. It's like a Rouge, right? A Rouge... Oh, he doesn't wear clothes, actually.
No.
Damn, never mind.
So, but King only has a wing left. So I don't know if he grows back, but
I think he'll grow back.
or maybe he clips the other wing.
Or maybe he makes it out of fire.
I wouldn't clip him. I would probably like flying.
Yeah, I like flying, dude. And
But
that's the whole
wait,
thing
wait.
with him being a Lunarian, too. He's got to get that wing back.
Can his Zoan transformation, doesn't it fly? Does it fly because of King or does it fly because of the Zoan fruit? It is
little bit
a
of
flying
both.
bird, right?
Yeah, it's a flying. It's a
It's a flying
pterodon.
bird.
Yeah, it's a flying bird.
So he can fly either way.
He can fly either way. I think he had his wing back actually when he fought Green Bull.
Did he?
I think he did.
I don't remember.
I'm like 95% sure he had it back.
If he had it back, is that in a manga or the anime? Because he probably shouldn't have his wing back.
In the anime.
Yeah, they probably made a mistake.
Or
Because in the
maybe they were
anime,
just showing us something.
somebody sent a screenshot of, was it Snack? Snack being on the ship with the Big Mouth Pirates going to Wano.
Dude, nobody cares about Snack. Put him wherever you want, man. Ayo, if Snack came to Wano, I'm not gonna be upset. Sure.
Why are you hating on the sweet commander?
You say that, and you know damn well we did not have Snack in any top 30 list.
Well, if you went to 40.
Oh, we forgot about Cracker.
No. The PR just isn't good enough.
Yeah.
You know when Cracker was cooked? You know when?
When?
What cooked Cracker forever?
Was it the Van Auger stuff?
Oh, the Van Auger episode, sigh.
That was so bad. Dude, he got... I mean, is that just not Van Auger hype, though?
It's not just Van Auger. Kuzan, what Kuzan did to him?
Okay, but Kuzan is Kuzan.
I hear you.
That's like saying, oh my god, he lost a Gear 5th Luffy. It's like, well, I mean...
But think about it, right? Think about it. For a long time, and this is... I'm not sure if you were as engaged with the community back then, but I remember a time 10 years ago, there were people who felt like commanders were as strong as admirals or stronger.
What an awful time to be alive.
They would reference Jozu and his shoulder tackle on Kuzan. It's like, ha, look what he did with one tackle, made him bleed. So now we have Kuzan with another third commander, and he just taps him on the shoulder, says goodnight, and he goes to bed. The narrative has changed.
Thank God, dude. I mean, I feel like the narrative's going to change again later. Like, we're going to get another insanely weird power shift in the future, and I can't wait for it.
Right now, it's regen time.
Yeah, right now it's just regen time.
Regen. It's regen merchants. The fastest way to get back to 100%. For Luffy's eating. For the others, it's just regenning. Sanji can repair. Zoro can just take a pill. It's just the fastest way to get back to 100%.
The mink medicine being a thing is so absurd. I don't even know if we'll ever see that again. That seems like one of those like flash in the pan ideas Oda had, where it's like, okay, I need Zoro to fight King, but also I can't make King look like a bum, so Zoro has to be at 100%. But Zoro just got cooked upstairs. Mink medicine,
I can't make Kaido look like a bum. So, medicine, like a sensu bean, but not a sensu bean because you're really still hurt. You just don't feel it. Yeah.
And then you're going to see the Grim Reaper, but we'll never talk about that again.
You're going to win. I think what would be crazy if Chopper's like, oh, I grew a field of them. And he got like a bunch of them like sensu beans.
My God. I think... I can't tell if the community would love that or hate that.
They would hate it because some people would like it because like, do you respect my doctor now?
Oh, yeah. You said Chopper was useless, huh? Look, he has a whole army of sensu beans back there.
And some people are like, oh my God, this is god awful. No matter what, they could just pop a sensu bean and they're okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Dragon Ball thing, dude.
But even in Dragon Ball Z, they limited sensu beans to the point that it pissed me off. It just pissed me off.
Because Korin and Yajirobe would only hand over like 2 at a time or something?
Well, what happened was they had like a bunch of sensu beans. Yajirobe goes to Korin's tower and he eats like 1,000 of them. So now Goku's recovering from his fight with Vegeta and they don't have any sensu beans. And so he's in the hospital recovering and they're out of sensu beans. It was driving me crazy.
It'd be like that at times, man. Sometimes you just get hungry, you know? He needs a snack.
He was eating so many sensu beans. And the sensu beans supposed to keep you, like, it was supposed to keep you full for 3 days. Or something like that. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Guys gotta eat, man. What can I say? Come on.
And then when he finally, then Goku eventually does eat the sensu beans. I'm like, what was the whole point? And then they go to Namek, and then they run out of sensu beans again.
I think you're just a hater of Dragon Ball. Why do you hate Toriyama so much? You know he's passed away, right?
I love it. R.I.P. Toriyama. Dragon Ball Z is top 10. Dragon Ball is top 10. But it was just like, you introduce a concept, then you're like, whoa. This is too much. We can't have this. And then they just do bullshit to get rid of sensu beans.
Yeah. It reminds me of how like they got the Dragon Balls and you can always just resurrect people because of it. I'll never forget the moment. And I bring this up so many times. I'll never forget the moment when Piccolo died in Resurrection F. and nobody was heartbroken because they just said, okay, we'll just bring him back next week with the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, they were going crazy.
Yeah,
They were
just
like-
using it for the most mundane things. And then we had the Broly movie, which proved it, right? Bulma's like, yes, I want to use it to get 0.3 inches taller.
Like, what are we doing? It's just, they got to a point. But, that's Dragon Ball Z. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But
Love it.
all that to say, we don't need any more sensu beans.
So,
One
yeah.
Piece.
So Chopper
Or
needs to
Jason.
stay away from that.
Please. Don't.
Which, funny enough, Queen and Neo Mads, do you think anything big will come out of that if that happens?
I can see a moment where Queen tries to start another organization. I don't think Queen ever stops being dastardly. I can see him recruiting Caesar. They get cool again. They try to recruit some other scientists. Maybe even going out of their way to probably recruit Frankie in a funny way.
Oh.
Right? And we could have like a nice little crossover filler episode of Mads, the start of Neo Mads. Who could we see in the new Neo Mads,
I mean, I would love it if Hogback went there. But I think Hogback is with Cross Guild, though. That just makes the most sense, because of Perona, and then if Gecko Moria goes back with Perona, then yeah, Hogback's going to show up too.
Is Stussy dead?
No, Stussy's alive.
She got away.
Yeah,
so
she got
Stussy
away.
could go back.
Yeah, Stussy and Neo Mads would be amazing.
Yeah. Just going
Yeah.
back, just like, hey, I'm comfortable here. Let's just,
Yeah, I have no home. Let's just hang out, boys. Let's create more clones.
or to just like create the same crew. Judge goes back because Judge essentially has nowhere to return to now.
Dude, hell, we could get Vegapunk in there too with Lilith, maybe.
Send like a satellite. Yeah.
Yeah, send a satellite their way. Just have some fun.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, but the
or
thing
maybe
is,
the Megapunk runs into them and they join the Megapunk.
that's fun.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a gag of Caesar always trying to do like some fucking crazy experiment on the side. Like
Oh,
they
yeah,
all
they
just
will
keep
not
cooking
get
up something
along.
crazy. But I think maybe essentially it works now with Vegapunk there because of how much they kind of respect him. So
Or maybe here's a dark horse. What if York goes there? Like York wants to become a celestial dragon, but it's not all that great, so York leaves. Because York is a big eater. York loves food. Right now, the Holy Land has no food. So maybe she leaves prematurely, and then she joins Neo Mads, which would be kind of fun. Just a bunch of
Can't they
evil
just,
people
well,
together.
can they turn that program off for York where she eats for the other satellites? Because they don't exist anymore,
Yeah, maybe she could turn that off.
right? Gotta
Yeah,
be
but
like
I mean,
a
deep down,
toggle.
she is greed, though. So I think she'll want to eat regardless.
Eat out of habit.
Yeah,
I feel like
eat
there's
out of
sometimes
habit.
where like, even for humans, we don't always eat when we're hungry.
We just eat to eat.
Just eat to eat. Sometimes you're bored. Let me go see what's in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or sometimes it's like for a sport, like that one guy who just swallows sausages.
that's insane.
People love
It's
him, though.
nasty though. Joey Chestnut, I think.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut. Yeah, he always gets like done dirty with these competitions.
I think he
Shout
got
out to
banned
Joey,
for a
man.
while.
Yeah,
He
for
has
no
a very
reason.
insanely deep throat to be able to just gouge down these hot dogs.
I feel like
like
after
nothing.
one of those hot dogs, probably just throw up. Most people just like gag.
Because they wet them too, right?
Yeah.
They wet the bread and it just like forced the meat down their throat. And it is insane.
It's scary, dude.
I mean, I would assume they have like ambulance on standby.
Just ready to
just
go.
in case. But like, I don't know. Like, I can't
Imagine being the EMS that day. It's just like, okay, we know that a hot dog eating contest is going down. Boys, stay on red alert.
But imagine that though, like a hot dog contest for your life. Like 5 random people get picked. Like, like the long walk?
Yeah.
Called the long swallow.
The long swallow. I think I'd be dead. I wouldn't
So
make it.
10 people are picked, and you have a competition. Who eats the most hot dogs keeps their life.
I can't imagine winning, dude.
I can't win. I would not win.
Like, I'm not a fast eater. I eat pretty slow. I like to savor my
Same.
food. I hang
Same.
out. I'm cooked.
I scroll.
Yeah,
on my
scroll, watch a
phone.
TV show, anime,
I pause. I wipe my hands.
drinking some soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
take a
wouldn't survive, man.
I'm dead. They're like, first warning, Brago. I'm like, hey, man. let me at least enjoy my food. I'm not keeping up. No, I wouldn't make it far.
Yeah, we would die so quickly, man.
It'd be over.
Speaking of dead, Bon Clay, do you think the Straw Hats would be shocked to see him alive? And where would he go? Because I don't think he would join Cross Guild. He doesn't seem like the type unless he just wants to follow them because he has nowhere to go.
Join the Revos.
Join who?
The Revolutionaries.
Why?
I just thought they had like that demographic on lock.
Low be it for us to say, Weevil is going to go absolutely effing crazy, guys.
I agree.
Just wait. Just wait until he eats a devil fruit even. He's going to get even more absurd. Rumor has it, he might actually eat the Elbaf devil fruit. Stay tuned for Brago's theory video regarding the subject. It should be releasing pretty soon. And yeah, for all information Weevil related, you know where to find him over at BDA Law. I believe he has like a 50-minute video on Weevil coming out like next week, tomorrow.
Analysis. It's a breakdown so we can finally understand his character.
Yes. He's going to get into the psychology behind Weevil, the mother issues he has with Bokkins. Will he go back to Bokkins? Where is Bokkins right now? A rumor has it, Brago is making another video talking about how Bokkins might be joining Cross Guild as we speak to get Weevil out of there. There's a lot of good stuff here, man. Thank you, Brago, for enlightening us, sharing your thoughts, and I'm looking forward to the Weevil eating the Elbaf devil fruit theory coming soon. Peace out, guys.